Hey, what's up? I've been hearing a lot of stuff about dreadlocks lately over the internet. I've been watching some people's videos, and there's a lot of helpful information out there. There's a lot of websites you can go to if you're looking into getting dreadlocks. And I think that a lot of people might be getting into dreadlocks. And I personally want to warn you that if you want it to be a fashion statement, it's not going to be. I can guarantee you it's not going to be a fashion statement. More than likely, people aren't going to like your dreadlocks. More than likely, people are going to say, you know, you have really nappy hair. You know, I'm in 6 months at this point, and it's just been a bitch. It's been a bitch, but it's been awesome at the same time, you know. And when I got into this, it was about a lot of different things in the moment, and that's why I decided to do it. And little did I know about the journey, and little did I know it was going to become a lifestyle. And I think you should take consideration into that. It doesn't matter what type of hair you have. It's normally been an African American hairstyle, but it's also a Caucasian hairstyle, and it doesn't necessarily come without washing your shampoo, and that's one of the biggest stereotypes. You do wash your shampoo, and you do wash with shampoo, and you do, you know, clean your hair. You just don't comb it. You just don't fuck with your hair anymore. I'm sorry for my language, but that's what you do. You don't have to worry about it. Yeah, you have a mess on your head, but you can worry about other things, you know? And in the long run, I don't know if I said it already, but patience. You learn about patience. I mean, this is definitely a patient process, and here I am, you know, 6 months into it. It's been a bitch the entire time, but now that I'm 6 months into it, I'll never back out, you know. And it kind of, if you want to make a commitment to something, it's definitely a commitment if you don't have time for a hobby. But it's not just that. It can be so much more, and it is so much more. And you have to respect cultures that do their hairstyle for certain reasons, you know. And if you want to be natural, it is a way to be natural. And your hair just naturally locks together. And that's why you don't use wax. That's why everyone says don't use wax, is because wax glues your hair together. And the free-flowing movement is what allows hair to lock. You know, when you get in a convertible with the top down and your hair's blowing and you get a comb to your head and it's like worse than ever, it's because your hair is forming dreadlocks at that moment. I mean, that's a great way to start if you're going natural. Just get some wind in your hair. That's a great way to start at any point. Just get some wind in your hair and let it get shaken up, and let some loose hairs get out there, and let some loose hairs bind together, and eventually you start getting congos. And this is a congo, an example of a congo. It's when two dreads form together, and it's extremely easy to happen, and it's fun while it's happening because you get to watch it. Two little hairs, just look, I have two barely starting right here. If you see it, I pick up one and it picks up the other. And you can see that there's, right down in that jungle, there's something happening, and there's two hooking together. And I get to watch it every single day. It's a journey. Every day I get out of the shower, my hair looks different than it did before. I don't know, it kind of, you can see it kind of gets in my way right now. It's at the length. When I started, well, you can see they've all shrank at different lengths. And when I started it, I guess I had hair to about here. It was about shoulder length over here, and it just continues to shrink and shrink and shrink, and it knots together. It's knotting, and it's just forming. It's forming a bond. Your hair is forming a bond like it naturally wants to do, and that's why it's natural, and that's why people go natural. It's because this is what you're meant to do. This is what society has probably taken away from you in all these years, along with all the other millions of things to do. Don't vote, by the way. That's another thing altogether. Because this is about October right now as I'm making this video, in case you see it in a much further time period. But you know, you just gotta enjoy the moment, and this helps you enjoy the moment. But I have a lot of answers for people, and I might do that on another video. I might just keep going right now. Gonna kind of just show you my dreads at the moment. This is 6 months, and like I said, it's been 6 long months. The back doesn't necessarily look as good as I would want it to look. But then again, you don't always get what you want, do you? One of the things that I've noticed the most since I've gotten my dreads is that I've come to judge people a lot less easily than I did. And people tend to judge me a lot more than they did. It's almost like you're getting rid of your judgments, and you know, helping other people gain more judgments. And that's one of these reasons I'm making the video, is because people need to get past this judgment, this stupid shit. And I made a joke about it. I'm not gonna vote, but if you are voting, if you're voting for Obama and you're voting, you know, race shouldn't matter anymore. We're past that point. And I get this bull crap about, and it's all it is, man. It's, you know, only black people can have dreads. And seriously, no, it's not true. And they have a different hairstyle, and they're gonna have different dreads, but everybody's dreads are going to be different. Everybody is going to be unique, and that's how life is. Everybody is going to be unique, and you can show your uniqueness through this. Now, I'm not telling everybody to go out there and get dreads, because your mom probably won't like it, and your grandma won't either, and your employer probably won't. But you know what? We need to break these stereotypes, and at some point they're going to get broken. And I can't wait till they do. I can't wait till they do. But, well, I showed you my dreads. It's 6 months at this point. Dr. Bronner shampoo. Don't use wax. Don't mess with them once you put them in. You can back comb them. You can twist and rip. You can just do twists if your hair is it has a kinky texture. My hair was once as straight as possibly could be. You know, it does put a lot of weight on your head, so if you're receding, I have a little bit of receding hairline going on right now. But if it's receding, it is going to be pulling on those areas. But you know, at these areas, they actually tend to be congoing just as much as anywhere else. So it really helps to thicken up that area. I don't know. I think I was helpful. If I wasn't, I'm sorry. It's late. It's 12:40 in the morning, and I have class tomorrow, and accounting sucks.